Video like
Talk to me,
10, 11
Lancey.
o'clock in London, jump in my car, all
No,
black tint,
I'm
swagged
not
up,
gonna stop
hop out of the
talking
shops
in here.
and slam the door and like my window, like just I like having my window down, but I don't like having it down.
Alright.
I don't want people to see me, so my thing is just like, you know, you just smell weed coming up my car and I'm busting red lights, like cutting through, cut people, like, you know.
Yeah.
That's just how we move.
Shout out to this nigga Lancey Foux. Lancey Foux. I keep saying it's Lancey Foux, but I keep saying Lancey Foux because when I say my Alix, I'm not gonna say the actual shit, but my Alix. Whenever I tell her like, "Yo, play Lancey Foux," it be like it don't know what the fuck I'm saying, so I gotta say Lancey Foux, which is dumb annoying.
Yo, what's going on, guys? You're watching Kids Take Over right now, Vancouver, Canada, all the way to LA. And the thing is, we're both coming from Vancouver.
Crazy.
I'm with Lancey Foux, and I was just with you the other day. Was that like 2 days ago?
Yeah. Sat down, we reasoned. You know, I explained to you that how much I fuck with, you know, with what you're doing. Like as a businessman, as a brand, you love what you do. So before we even start, like, congratulations to you and everything you've done so far.
Hell yeah.
Give yourself some props, 'cause I know you.
Nigga, I need to get bigger. Hold on, this nigga low key Aki, and I'm not talking about fat nigga. I'm talking about this nigga low key built, bro. I need to get in the gym, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I need to get in the gym, son. You feel me? Start working out. I mean, and I get the tats. It's raps, nigga.
You stay tuned with what's going on and give everyone their props. So this is your props, man. Well done, man.
Man, respect. And it's just crazy because I don't think like your average artist would say that to a media person. You know, I feel like a lot of artists kind of overlook people in the media. You know.
Not facts.
You think?
I think so. Like I don't think of like if I were to do 20 interviews, like maybe 2 would say what you just said. You know.
I'm just balanced, you know. I'm not really. It's a conversation before anything. It's the cameras are just extra.
Yeah, in the ideal world, if there was like no cameras and it could just somehow be recorded, I feel like that would be so sick.
Well, I was in a meet and greet the other day. The youth's he's come up to me with his phone recording. Just like he's talking, instead of asking me a question, but his phone's recording. Like, and I peeped it and I was like, okay. So I guess some people kind of taking that initiative already. Man.
What I did notice about you is that even when you did that meet and greet, right, there was like other people that came to you after the meet and greet, and like you could have easily like went home or whatever, right? But like you stayed and you talked to people, and I know those people because they're from my city, they're like my friends. It was really cool because to you that might have been like, you know, you probably would have forgot about that in like a month or something, but to those people, that moment lasts like a lifetime.
I don't forget faces.
Not faces, yes.
With the pop up today, there was a lot of fans I saw at the LA meet and greet, and I reckoned, I was like, oh, that's I wanted to say his name is Vishram, but there's like, I tried to remember the names are very difficult to remember because you meet some people, but I never forget the face.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, respect, man. Yeah, I think it's being a good person over a good artist any day.
You think?
So, I think so, definitely. Yeah. There's plenty of sick artists, bro, but like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I hear you.
But I think when we were talking, I mentioned to you one artist that I really enjoy because I feel like what you and him both do is, it's definitely feel good music, don't get me wrong, but if you really listen to what you're saying, right, there's some real shit that you're saying, and I think you both do it, and his name is Femi Guerrero.
Bro! Oh my god. Chat, okay. Alright. So, little story time. Mini story time, real quick story time. So on my fashion channel, the Cozy Rafi channel without the exclamation. I'm probably gonna change the name on this channel. I'm probably gonna change this name to like Cozy Not Rafi or some shit. On my fashion channel, I did a reaction to Lancey's last album. And the reason why I did it, cause you know I don't do reactions anymore. I'd be saying fuck reactions. I'm not a reaction channel and shit. Only reason why I did the reaction though was because out of all the artists that are out, I fuck with Lancey heavy, and I've been listening to Lancey ever since 2017. I'm pretty sure it was Ian Connor. He posted a clip of Lancey, like he was like in a fucking gas station or some shit. And this nigga was just dancing, and the name of the song was No Intro, and the nigga was like, no introduction needed. I'm a genius or something like that. a Cold War Cardigan Feast. And I was like, hold on, nigga. What you know about Cold War, nigga? Cold War, nigga? I said Cold War. I keep saying Cold War instead of Cold War, but nigga, bro, I heard that shit. I was like, nah, this nigga's different. Listen to the Pink Tape or the is it called? I forgot the name of the fucking album, but it's the one with Die Twice. Sassy. That's my favorite song off the tape. Sassy. Was she sassy? Chanel. Yeah, that shit hard. Me and my friend fought with that song heavy. But now, so like I said, I'm listening to that nigga for a minute. So I did a reaction on my fashion channel, and this nigga DM me on Instagram. I'm not gonna say his name, just cause. But a nigga DM me on Instagram and was like, yo, I peep you fuck with Lancey's album, you know what I'm saying, was chopping up. Apparently, it's like somebody close to Lancey or somebody that knows him. It's a UK nigga pretty much, right? So I told the nigga, I was like, yo, I want to get put on to more UK artists because I fuck with the UK. Like, no funny shit. If you go on my fashion channel, I usually have just all UK artists or like Japanese people, or not people, like not niggas. Yo, let me shut the fuck up. I have like Japanese music in my on my fashion channel. That's what I use. I use like old school like K-pop or pop, and not K-pop, but like J-pop, like Japanese pop music, and then I use UK rap. That's like pretty much what I use. And I told him, I was like, yo, put me on to like some UK shit. Simi Guerrero is one of them, and a bunch of other niggas. This nigga Feb, Seb. It's either Feb or Seb. I don't know how the fuck that nigga says his name. It's like a 5 and then EB. And I think Central C was in there. And I got put on to Saint as well because my nigga, one of my other niggas, AW, he put me on to Saint. He put me on to a couple other UK niggas. But for me, it's hard. That's a nigga that is very underrated. I've been using, I used him for like one of my older videos. It was like back in like November or some shit. I need to start using more of his music though. And I use the song that he has with Feb, that nigga Feb. But yeah, he's a W nigga. Y'all gotta check that nigga out on Gangsta.
Bro.
If you could put me on, right, to like some UK artist that, you know, you think I should be listening to.
I mean, it depends where you want to start, man. I think the UK, we got so many sick artists.
Oh, and that nigga Nux. Nux is hard as well. And it's a bunch, I ain't gonna lie, it's a bunch of niggas. Cause there's a song, Mixed and Mastered. I think the name of the nigga is like JM7. That nigga is crazy.
You want to go and say AJ and Dave and everyone that's done
AJ,
that, or you want to say Nate
Skepta,
Smooth and Honcho and Quang Face and Unknown T and
Unknown
Fimi
T,
and like a bunch of, there's too many, like Sam Wise, like, then you come outside of London and you go to Manchester and Birmingham and Bugsy Malone and Mist and like.
Oh, and that nigga Slow Tie. I got put on a Slow Tie like 2020 though, because of ASAP Rocky. He posted a clip.
There's so much female artists, Bree, Ray, Mabel, like Shay, but like there's so many.
There's one female artist from the UK, bro. I've been fucking with her shit since like 2018, 2019. What the fuck is her name? She's fine as hell too, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck, I forgot her name. But she fire.
So many.
In America, how you had, you know, what you said to me the other day, Double XL 2016. I feel like the UK had that at some point.
And not just one pocket either. You're saying like multiple.
Because the streets is one thing, but then the internet's another thing now, and TikTok's another thing now.
True.
It's like the girl that made forgive me because I forgot her name.
Pink Panthers?
No, well, her too, but I ain't never been with a baddie. Like.
Yeah.
She is a UK artist, but she's not from, like, you know, she's come from a new avenue.
Okay.
In the UK, it's not like documented like it is here.
You're not documented in the UK, you're saying?
Not as consistent. Okay. Bro, an artist that just started here is more documented than someone who's been going in for time in the UK.
Very true.
You know about Ken Carson. You know most things about Sofago. You know, yeah. But if I sit here and say, do you know about Young's Teflon? It's a legend. Do you know about Blade Brown? Legend.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's okay?
Oh, and that nigga
let's just say,
I don't know none of them niggas.
Personally, when I like fly to like a different city, right? Like when I was coming here, I feel like when you fly, that's when your real like music taste comes out. That's when you listen, right?
That's true.
That's when
you got
like,
so much time.
Yeah, you're like, I just have to listen to all this music in the span of 3 hours. So when you're like, let's say like on your flight here, right? What was like 3 things you were listening to?
Marvin Gaye, Come Live With Me.
Okay, love it.
Future, Out of Time. Or Hallucinating. And then one of my songs again.
Yeah. I feel that. No, I feel that. I actually don't want to spend too much time on like your upbringing because I feel like people can go to other interviews and get that, you know, already. But I also just think it's important that
I think everyone knows
Yeah.
brought up like a G
Yeah.
at this point. So.
And I would recommend you guys go, if you're watching this interview, go Google the story about how you got locked up that day and then that night you had the show, right? Go read that first. I think you need that context. But what I do want to know is like, man, you probably grew so much in the past like 5-7 years, career-wise. But what was like your most like down bad day? You know, just when you were like actually struggling. And
Well, I'd be having moods in it, so I was like, some days I'm just generally just not fucking with nothing. See, the thing is, yeah, even when I get in those moods, it's not too long before I figure it out. You know, I kind of don't really allow myself to be fully down. I try to keep balance. You know what I'm saying? My name is in balance, so I always remember that. Like, someone asks you, oh, what's your name? You just know your name. It's like, but it's the same thing with balance. It's like, I just know that. It's not something I think about. It's like, I just need to know, like, yo, don't get too down, don't get too...
I ain't gonna lie. Look, I already know this video is not gonna get mad views like that. One more quick take, bro. That's another thing. I can't tell you how many niggas... This is why I fuck with Lancey. This is why I relate to this nigga. I can't tell you how many niggas be talking about, yo, Cozy, you have such a big ego. Yo, pipe down, da-da-da, all this other shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of was feeding into it, and I was like, yo, do I really have an ego like that? Like, am I really big-headed for real? Like, then I realized, nigga, my real name means mighty. I got an ego, fuck it.
So then what were the things that you were kind of struggling with?
I think the most saddest thing to me is when I can't serve my purpose, provide for people around me. That makes me sad. If I can't, I used to get upset when I couldn't go to the studio.
Oh yeah,
Like,
when you couldn't afford to go to the studio?
Bro, no, this nigga spitting, that's facts, nigga. It's like when you know you're supposed to be doing something, but you can't do it. Like, you know what your purpose is, you know why the fuck you here, but you can't do that shit. That shit be pissing me the fuck off.
No, some days will just be like, oh, there's no studio today. Like, anything that prevents me from doing my purpose just puts me off.
I feel that. Oh, you mean kind of like, because I feel the same way. It's like if I'm not being productive, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's half productivity, it's just purpose, bro.
Okay, I feel that. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's pretty relatable, honestly. I think like, this is so random, but bro, I just feel like London people, right? They have just a different swag. And the reason I say this is the other day I saw this video of Skepta, and it was like some dude who just came up to him. It's that dude who asked people like, what are you wearing? They're like, you know, he talks really fast, right?
Oh,
so
that
like,
nigga was, when that nigga was like, money. nigga said, what's your favorite meal? Money. Yeah.
And I was like, dude, Skepta is just looks so cool, bro. Everything he was doing, I sent it to the group chat. I'm like, bro, this guy is the coolest guy on earth. And I feel kind of similar about you, bro. I just feel like you've developed this aesthetic about you, this style about you. So
that's another thing I wanna. This is why I tell niggas. I'm sorry that I'm pausing so much, but this is why I wanted to watch this shit on stream, because I feel like, one, I relate to this shit a lot, but also like I can kind of drop gems, bro. This is the reason why I ask people when they watch my videos. I need to start doing this more. But I ask them, I'm like, what do you feel when you watch my videos? Because I'm not a content creator, and I'm not talking about these videos. I'm talking about my fashion channel, my main channel. When I do these videos, I ask people, I'm like, yo, what do you feel when you watch my videos? What is the aesthetic? You know what I'm saying? What do you think my aesthetic is, type shit? You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I feel like I'm projecting to the world. But because I'm making art is subjective. So I could be trying to portray one thing to the world, but they will interpret it a whole other way. So I ask people like, yo, how did you interpret this? How did you interpret that? How do you interpret my channel? Like my boy Willie, he tells me like, yo, I watch your videos, you know what I'm saying? He gives me criticism on them. He told me that he feels a early 2000s or like 90s vibe when he watches my channel. He said that that's the type of vibe he gets. A lot of other people, they say they get like this like kid like vibe, like very energetic, childlike energy, and I fuck with that because that's kind of what I'm pushing. But I'm just kind of, I just want to push niggas to just be themselves, and like that's what I'm doing in my videos. I'm being myself. When I'm on stream, it's a little bit different, especially when I'm watching a video like this. I like to just sit and like take it in type shit. Like this nigga is spitting real shit and he's giving gems right now, so I just like to sit and just watch it. Just sit and watch. If I'm playing a game on stream, word, we playing the game. But even then, I'm kind of like too focused in the game. Streaming is not, it's kind of foreign for me. That's why I don't stream like that anymore. But like when I'm doing YouTube, it's like I control this. Even though it's streaming, you control it, but it's different. Like streaming is not, I haven't found a way to make art from streaming yet. YouTube, I can make art from that. Streaming, there's certain things that I can do, but there's certain things that I can't do as well, which is tough. Because at the end of the day, you have to entertain niggas. That's the part. Like YouTube, oh yeah, I can entertain niggas with how I'm acting, my editing, da-da-da. But when I'm streaming, I kind of take my energy and I don't even, like my energy goes to YouTube and then streaming, I just want to chill type shit. Like I literally just last 2 days, I was filming nonstop. The last 48 hours, I've gotten maybe 10 hours of sleep. That's it. I've been getting 5 hours of sleep the last couple days. And I've been filming nonstop, editing nonstop. I got like 3 or 4 videos done in the last like 2 or 3 days. Bro, I'm tired. I'm like, nigga, let's just hop on stream. Let's do some reactions. Fuck it. Know what I mean? I don't remember what the fuck my point was, but point is, I'm an artist at the end of the day, and I like to create art, and I like to portray a message to niggas. But I like to also see what other people are interpreting my art as. Word.
How did you kind of develop like your aesthetic and your style and even just your branding?
That too, I want to. That's what I was trying to say. I want to make my own aesthetic. I do that with my videos, but I really want to hone in on that when it comes to my fashion and how I talk, how I walk, everything. Like I want to really put my energy into every single thing. And that's why, because I noticed that when I collaborate with like the homies and shit, with like our little podcast thing that we got, I feel myself trying to be too much in control. And when you guys watch our podcast, you're gonna notice I don't really talk like that. Like I talk, but I don't talk. I'm kind of just there because I don't want to, because of how I know I can be, I want to just kind of like let everybody else kind of do their thing. And yeah, I'm a part of the podcast. It's 3 Casamigos, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. But like, I know how much I really want to like all the time just be like the main nigga. And I have to remember there's other niggas that I'm in this shit with. And I have to like, you know what I'm saying? I can't always just be the main nigga when it comes to like a group thing, you feel me? So yeah, but I'm really just trying to focus on like creating my own little aesthetic that is me and showing people who Cozy is type shit.
And I think of even just that word aesthetic, I understand it, but I also don't.
Also,
like some part of it is contrived, you know, like oh yeah, I'm just gonna wear all black. So yeah, that's my aesthetic. So everything's black. Yeah, like everything's black, like. But really, like, what's your lifestyle? Like, you know,
that's what it is.
You live that black lifestyle. Like, do you really jump in your car, tint it off, and like drive fast and like hop out of the shops and slam the door and like smoke zoot in your mouth, like go police driving? Like, do you really do that? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you really move like that? And that's what I'm saying. And I know what my lifestyle is. I know that I go to the studio like 10, 11 o'clock in London, jump in my car, all black tints.
So
playing my music, do that. Smoking a zoot, swagged up, blah blah blah, like driving. My window, like just because you can't. I like having my window down, but I don't like having it down. I don't want people to see me, so my thing is just like, you know, smell weed coming up my car, and I'm busting red lights, like cutting through, cut people, like, you know.
Yeah.
That's just how we move. Like it's not. It's just how I am. It's just like, you know. And look, everyone in London's got different little swags. You know, some people just be Nike techie tracksuit, scooter, AirPods on, hat, listening to drill. Like that's their swag. You know, and go on the Instagram and they got their picture and their legs are spread wide open. And you know, Central C, like Central C's got his. I don't think it's an aesthetic though. That's just how he lives. He wears tracksuits. He's tighted up. He's, you know.
Yeah.
London people, we just are who we are. You go to a club in London, you're not gonna have cameras like out here. You might people be snapping you and da da da. But you go to London, you can bop true calm. A big artist might even get turned away at the door. Like it's you know. So everyone just does what they do. They're not thinking about.
This is why I say I want to go to London, because that okay, I don't like clubs out here because I just don't fuck with the scene. But in London, that shit just looks so much better, so much flyer, so much calmer, so much not calmer, but like I don't know how to explain it, but like it just looks better in the UK. Like I just want to go out there for like 3 months, just take it all in, type shit. Just experience a whole new vibe.
There's gonna be cameras tonight. There's gonna be everyone's just out there. You know what I'm saying? So put it this way: if you go to London for the first time and you remove central London from your mind and you don't go there, and you go all around, and you go up the UK, so you go to Birmingham and you go to Manchester and you go learn other things, and it's not central London, it's not Knightsbridge or Oxford Street, and you're gonna understand what London is. If you go for the first time, London, go to central London.
That's like niggas who just go to New York and they go to fucking Manhattan, and they don't go to Brooklyn, they don't go to Queens, they don't go to the Bronx, they don't go to fucking Harlem. They go to fucking, they go to Times Square in Soho. That's it. They'll go to Brooklyn for like 5 seconds. Maybe to the Bronx Zoo, if they know that that's even a thing. But that's it. And it's the same thing with, I don't know, Florida's different, because Florida has a bunch of different areas that are like big. Because you have the big ones, Miami. Then you got Orlando. You got Tampa, you know what I'm saying? But I know I'm not from Florida, and I'm not from New York, I'm from New Haven. But I know in Florida there's other areas that are, the scene is crazy. But I will say that me personally, having friends in Florida, they always talk about Miami, Orlando, Tampa. There's a little bit of a scene in Tampa that I like going on right now, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to fashion, and in Orlando. Miami has always been a fucking fashion hub, but like the niggas in Tampa and Orlando, they doing their thing, I ain't gonna lie.
And run around Knightsbridge and run around Harrods and Selfridges. Yeah, you're gonna like have a tourist life, and you're gonna go shopping and see a few Rolls Royces and Lambos. What? Go outside of that.
Feel that. I mean, you know, switching topics a little, like one thing that made me really happy is when I saw this one video. It was you and Kanye in a room, and I think it was like he was playing remote control, like maybe an early version or something.
Yo, this nigga Lancey's a fucking giant compared to Kanye. What the fuck? That's crazy.
I think you were like humming it with him or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just made me really curious. Like, how do you think? How do you know
it's
like
good,
he found out about you?
Yeah, he knows everything.
Yeah.
He knows you.
He really does know everything.
But he's seen a kid's take over. He's very tapped in, he's tuned in, and like for a man that has that much responsibility to keep his ears to the streets and like understand things, because Kanye's not the only big artist that knows about me or is aware of me, or was even contacting me, but he's one of the ones that said, yo, like, let's see, like, he said to me certain things about what I do, and I'm like, right, okay, so you do pay attention. Like, it's not someone told you about
I ain't
me,
gonna lie, I'm not gonna speak on certain niggas, but it's a lot of niggas like that. It's a lot of niggas like that. Niggas will watch you and say nothing, but they'll like for example, I'm gonna use my boy Tune as an example. Like Tune, if he puts out more of his beats, right? Tune could probably go up to fucking Kanye, like other artists like Pierre, other producers, and them niggas might they just might be like, oh yeah, I'm already knowing about you, gang. Like niggas really just be watching, saying nothing, just waiting. Cause it's like it's kind of like that one Drake lyric where that nigga was like, um, he pretty much was saying, I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna help a nigga whose time is coming type shit. Like that's pretty much what the lyric was saying. Like, why would I help you? I already know you're about to blow up. So like I'm not even gonna interject. I'm gonna let you have your moment. You're gonna be organic with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a lot of like artists and like famous niggas in general. Like they already know, they peep it. Like, yo, oh yeah, this nigga's gonna blow up soon. And we gonna get up. We gonna talk when we gonna talk when you get up there type shit. I feel like that's a lot how a lot of them move. And I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of like it's not. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, damn, like you, like that's crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
He's like, oh yeah, yo. One time he sent me a screenshot of like some shoes I was wearing in a picture, and he's like, yo, so, bro, what are these shoes? I've never seen no one wear these shoes. Can you tell me about them? And I told him, yo, these are the Mason Margiela. Like it's things like that, you know. He's quite meticulous, so. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really expect it just because, you know, I think a person like him would be really busy and like a bit off the internet, but I mean, hey, if that's what you're saying,
niggas
then, you know,
be on the internet like a
awesome.
He's also making his album though, so I guess for anyone, when they're making an album, they're very open to like what's going on and.
Right. So did you get a chance to go to like any of the listening parties and like be a... Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
So which one was it?
I just don't be like snapping it. David's got all the fucking footage.
Yeah.
I don't really be like, you know,
You
it's
just
real
enjoy
life
it.
to me. I don't be like, oh yeah, I'm linking that, so let's get that. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. But yo, bro, can you make it a da-da-da? Yeah, I'll be there. Say no more. What are we doing? No, let's work on clothes. Let's da-da-da. Okay, say no more. I'm thinking like about the purpose. I'm not really thinking about like
Documenting
how it looks. You know, I really, if no one knew or like that,
you would be fine with it.
yeah, very fine.
Feel that.
Because as I said before, it's happening with other big artists.
Yeah.
Other big artists have hit me up, called me, spoken on the phone. I've met them. Like, yo, bro, like super big artists. I don't really. I want people to respect my music and like my ethic, and that's what I want to make me big. Not because I was seen next to so and so or. I want people to be like, no, his music is this.
That's why I stopped doing reactions, because everybody was coming to me, because I was reacting to their favorite artists. I want niggas to fuck with me because of me, not just because I'm reacting to your favorite artist type shit. That's the other reason why I kind of didn't want to do any interviews anymore, like rapper type interviews, because again, I don't want you to be there because I'm reacting to or interviewing your favorite artist. I want you to be there because I'm interviewing your favorite artist, but it's me type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why like when we have this podcast, when we have people on, I want it to be more of a conversation and not really an interview. Like, oh, we have these points. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ask them about the up. Nah, nigga, we want to have a conversation. At least that's what I want to do. I want to have a conversation with you, and I just want to pick your brain and we both are learning about each other type shit. I'm not learning about you. We're learning about each other and we're having a human interaction type. That's the type of thing that I want to do. Not just, oh, we're interviewing you because these niggas that, nah, I want to have a human. I want to talk to you. I want to conversate and we both come out of the conversation feeling like we learned a little bit about each other type shit.
Like it, and that's how we're pushing on. I'm not trying to fucking be like trying to be famous.
Yeah. I swear you said that in one of your songs too. I could have sworn I was on the flight and I was listening to a song and you said something in that realm. But that's really neat to hear, man. I just don't think many artists say that. Yeah. But you know, I think the main thing about Kanye is that he's really misunderstood, right? And you being around him, I have two questions. Do you think one that he is misunderstood? And same question for you, you know, because you're both big artists who get talked about on the internet, you know, all the time. So,
I think that's something you have to ask him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I understand him, so that's my opinion. I don't know. People, I can't really like if someone's trending on Twitter, yeah, and you click what they shouldn't have. Everyone's giving an opinion about them. I can't even really like take that in. I can't. I'm just not like that. Like, if it's a joke, we can laugh, but it's not. I can't take it in, man. When you go and tweet, yeah, there's a function, a retweet function, a like function, which allows that tweet to spread, which means your message spreads. So people, sadly, a lot of people would like to play with what they're saying. They don't send the right messages out. Just for.
I'm sorry that I'm pausing so much. Is anybody even in the stream for real? We got 2 niggas watching. Shout out to the 2 niggas that's watching. Anyway, bro. I literally was just talking to Wiz about this shit. There's certain niggas, I'm not gonna say who, but there's certain niggas out here that have a platform, they have niggas that look up to them and they not sending the right message out, bro. That's why I'm low-key starting to like pull back on some of my like just fuck it type tweets. Like, and when I be posting, like I'm really thinking about like how is this gonna be perceived type shit. And like am I sending out the right message type shit. Same with my videos. I don't want to do bullshit videos. I want to do videos that make niggas feel something and that are relatable. But also I want to make sure that I'm leaving myself somewhat open so that niggas... What the fuck? Anyway, so that niggas can understand me and be like, oh, this nigga's normal. Like, he's a normal nigga. We're not normal, but like, he's a nigga like us type shit.
Just for fun or just for banter or just for jokes.
I feel like you're the type of person where like if the social media aspect of being an artist didn't exist, you wouldn't care.
Yeah, and I would still be making music.
Yeah.
That's the main part. Because
Right.
I don't think a lot of these people would make music if social media didn't exist. Some people really love attention and everything they do is motivate.
I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. If I could just make money without... Like, yeah, I'm a little bit different. That's where we differ. Because I do want the attention, not for the, oh, I'm an attention whore. It's because I want to be able to help niggas. I want to be able to reach out to different parts of the world and relate to people. That's why I always say, like, the YouTuber that I am now is what I wanted when I was 17. I am what I was looking for on YouTube at 17. That's what I want to be to people. I want to be that cool ass nigga. I've said this in my other fucking video, but said I want to be that cool ass nigga that was into fashion, into art, but wasn't a snobby, wasn't like a gatekeeping, wasn't like a oh, I'm too cool for you type nigga. Like, I want to be the type of nigga, yeah, come talk to me. We can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, come talk to me. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. Come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if you have 2 followers. Doesn't matter if you're fat, skinny. It doesn't matter. Come talk to me. Like, we can have a conversation. You need help with something. You know what I'm saying? I got you type shit. That's the type of time I wanted to be on. I realize I'm talking a lot. But at the same time, somebody's going to watch this entire video and feel something from this. So I don't give a fuck if I'm talking a lot. Fuck it.
About attention, which is not always a bad thing, but it's just not a thing that I'm necessarily with, you know.
I mean, bro, speaking of the internet, you know what's funny is I saw that Gary V follows you, and I don't know if
Who's that?
You don't know Gary V? Gary V.
Gary V.
Yeah, he's like...
Oh, he's like a promotional speaker.
Yes, that's one of his main things, yeah.
Excuse me if I'm wrong, but yeah.
You know, he's obviously like really successful and he'll make like advice videos about, you know, business and whatnot. So I'm curious, you know, if you don't watch Gary Vee, like what kind of stuff are you watching just on your downtime, like on YouTube and whatnot?
I really like this guy called Matt Armstrong.
I've heard that. He makes what type of videos again?
So he buys like, I don't know if you know, in the UK we got something called category cars. So it's like category A, B, C, and D. I think he buys category D cars, so basically broken cars, and then brings them into his warehouse and fixes them up and restores them and brings them. I just like shit like that.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to like bring a fucked up car back. But that's That's like one thing I want
Yeah,
to do.
That's
hey, man,
hard.
you should. I mean, you know what you should try watching. This is what I recently got on. It's this series called How to Survive, right? And it's pretty much this channel that shows you how to survive different encounters for every animal. You know, so it'll be like how to survive a bear attack. One will be like how to survive a kangaroo.
How do you survive a bear attack?
The way you survive a bear attack is that you have to just play dead. But it depends on the bear, you know? If it's like a grizzly bear, you have to play dead. If it's like a little small black bear, then, you know, you could maybe put up a fight.
Would you not ever try to fight a bear?
Would I fight? Nah.
I'm not gonna lie. That is okay, nigga. It's a bear. It's a big ass. Like you sitting there playing dead. Type shit. What if that nigga just with his claw and then you're fucking dead, literally dead? Like, bro, I don't know. I feel like a nigga like me, I might try to outrun it. But then that might be dumb of me. Maybe I do have to play dead. But it's like, can you breathe? Like, do you have to hold your breath? Type shit, like what?
Dependent, you wouldn't try like just give him a punch.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Nah, sharks, you gotta punch that nigga in the nose. I know that. But bears, I don't know.
Just play dead, honestly. I would just play
You'll
dead
get
at
one
home.
punch in at least.
No,
You gotta just shake him up like.
definitely not. I wouldn't. No, not even if I had an axe, bro. Like, I
Bugs, you wouldn't punch it. You wouldn't punch it.
Nah, fuck all that. If I have
You know what I'm saying?
crossbow, bow and
So
arrow,
is that what you would do?
I got too much pride. Like if anything's running at me,
Yeah.
but if I knew, okay, I'll have to run. I need to do something before I run. Like,
Okay, let's say it was like a hippo. You wouldn't kick a hippo?
how big is a hippo?
Much bigger than a bear.
I put uppercut. Try to like run up on it, like
You know what's crazy?
like run on top of the hippo, headlock it or something.
You know what's crazy? This is how you survive a hippo attack. Because I watched the video on that. You have to run in zigzags. Who would have thought?
Why? Because they're blind.
Yeah, they're gonna get like dizzy and shit if you do that. You know, it's interesting, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna go to sleep tonight and you're gonna search it
I was
up.
saying to someone the other day, like, don't you wish animals could just talk sometimes?
Yeah,
Animals running up to you to say, yo, what, go on, where you going? I be talking to animals though.
like dogs, probably.
If I see a dog, I'll talk to, like,
Yeah.
speak English to the dog.
Yeah.
Like,
That makes
like
sense.
yo, what's up? You good? And they respond.
Yeah,
Yeah, I swear to God.
bro. Do you watch any TV shows at all? I feel like you might get inspired by things that non-music. You know,
I like Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Okay. Okay.
Like all those like Rick and Morty, Family Guy. Like,
Stranger Things.
my girlfriend watches them. I don't.
She never got you to just be like, yo, watch this.
I think I've watched like 2 episodes. I'm just my concentration is bad. Like I could be watching something and just be like, I'm going to studio. I got a studio in my house, so sometimes.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was on some rapping shit, I'd always be in the studio. Like right now, I don't like to watch movies, and I can't tell you how many animes I have not finished that I want to finish. But every time I start watching it, I'm just like, oh shit, there's this video I have to edit, or like, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be watching anime and I'll be editing, but when you watching like sub, you can't do that, so you have to watch dub. And I don't want to watch dub. I'd rather watch sub. And some of them there is no dub, so it's like fuck. Know what I'm saying? But like, I'll either be like, oh, I gotta edit, or oh, let me film this video, or sometimes I would literally be watching something and I'll be like, I could be doing something else than doing this. Why the fuck am I doing this when I could be fucking working? Type shit. Like, I'm a workaholic. When I was 17, I was lazy. I was watching fucking YouTube and Netflix every fucking day. Only time that I would like do anything else, I would go outside and play basketball with the homies and walk. That's what I would do. Now, all I want to do is fucking film, edit, upload, and make art. That's all I want to do now. And make fits. Well, that's art, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the time that people are watching TV and stuff like that, I go there.
Bro, have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
I've never seen Breaking
You've
Bad.
seen the two best
Power. Power book.
I want to watch Breaking Bad. I want to watch Power. And there was another one. Godfather of Harlem. I want to watch that.
2 Force. Love that. BMF. Love that.
Is this true? Is Breaking Bad the best show ever?
It's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Because I feel like, you know how you said sometimes you don't pay attention and stuff? I feel like that's a show where it's impossible. How
Now,
could
do you know what? It took time.
Yeah.
It took time. I probably watched Breaking Bad like 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
It took time though, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a 2-day thing.
I see, yeah.
It took ages, boy.
For sure. I mean, there's so many seasons, right? But bro, I mean, you know, being home, I think being home can be like the best and also kind of like the worst thing for your creativity.
Yeah.
But I want to like, since you're traveling so much, like you go to LA, you know, Atlanta and whatnot, like, does that kind of affect your creativity differently when you're in those places? Like you know?
Yeah, because I'm really like, my spirit's always open, so interactions, vibes, like, you like being in Atlanta, like bare guns on the table, like that has you feeling a different way when you're going before you go to New York and like everything's like, it's like London, but it's a different one.
Very true.
It has an effect.
I mean, you know, speaking of Atlanta, right? I remember, man, when I was just starting KTO, I did an interview somehow with TM88, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking about you because I think I had just found you around that time, right? And he was like, "Yeah, I know Lancey through Ken because he's like, I think we met up in Atlanta or something."
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool how like you know, you're from the UK, but you've been in Atlanta for like a while, hanging out with like Cardi and Ken. These people.
Yeah, I just go. I'm not like, now's a little bit different just because things are much more. I can't really be chilling somewhere, like, you know. Before then, that's how I am. I just pull up. Like, I'm not with anyone. I'm on my ones. Even then, sometimes at that point, I would get to the city and like, yo, where are you? Saying I'm pulling up on my ones. Like, also the people you interact with, I think they just feel more comfortable. Why you gotta be with like 100 guys everywhere you go, or like
Yeah.
10, 20 guys? Like,
I hate that.
You know.
Personally, I hate that.
I'm good. I'm good.
How did you meet all those guys? I'm just curious. I don't know how long ago that was, but how did you meet
Oh
them?
man, it's all just. I have a lot of mutual friends with. Everyone's connected, bro.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
I'm not gonna
nothing
lie.
for some.
Literally everyone is. There's like, I can't tell you how many times I was in a fucking like Discord with somebody, or I was talking to somebody and I happened to mention another nigga or another girl, and they'd be like, "Oh, I know them," and I'm like, "Huh? The fuck do you like, bro? What?" Like, and it's crazy how different worlds intermingle. Like the fashion, when you in the fashion world, it's so small. It seems so big, but it's so small. Everybody somehow knows everybody, and that's how it is with the real world. But fashion world, especially, everybody knows everybody somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, everybody has a mutual with this nigga, that nigga, and it's crazy because me being who I am, I'm into fashion, but then I'm also into like I stream, I do YouTube and shit. There's niggas who like I have been in a Discord with, or I was like streaming with, and then all of a sudden I'll see a nigga from the fashion world, and I'll be like, "Oh wait, what the fuck, nigga? What? How did you get here?" Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how those two worlds can just like, you know what I'm saying, come together and shit. That shit is fire.
Someone to ask about you, or you got bump into each other. Oh yeah, brother. Oh, I've heard your music, bro. Like that, you know. And then a lot of things are not even to do with music. It's just some people might know me, or know one of my cousins, or know like, you know. Everyone's connected. This world is. It's not small, but we are very close to each other.
Feel that.
Very, very close to each other.
Well, please do make more music with, you know, people like Ken and Destroy Lonely and Cardi on them. I feel like it's a sick match. I know you have like different pockets of what you do, but that's probably like my favorite, you know.
Yeah, that's it, man. Shout out them, man. Them man are hard.
I read that you went to college just for like a little bit, right? And I think you had like classes in media. Is that true? Yeah.
Yeah, I did media and business, but I just got kicked out because I was never there.
Well, since you're like, you know, you're a creative person, right? Like, imagine if, let's say, you chose to go like the media route. Let's say kind of like what I'm doing, right? How would you run a media outlet? Like, what kind of things would you cover? Would it not even be rap? Would it be like cars, or I don't know?
Yeah, it would be lifestyle, but my main thing is like nuance and like really not. You see, like when you go and Google someone, yeah, it's really the base. It's the base. It's not like how it don't get deep, right,
Yeah.
you know. And people don't give. Sometimes when people give honest opinions, it's not really honest. They're just trying to bash you because you might be hot or like you might be doing something that they don't understand, but they need to talk about you. But I think I would like just big everyone up. I wouldn't even, nothing would be negative.
Feel that.
Like artists, I'll big them up, the new ones, and say everything I like about them. I wouldn't compare them. I wouldn't minimize what they're doing. You know.
You know what I noticed is like in my first year of doing media, I would kind of do the thing where I would like compare things, and then like as I started meeting more artists and whatnot, I started realizing like yo, these guys don't like that. Like they don't like being compared, and neither do I like being compared to other media outlets, right? So
another thing about media and everything, you gotta understand who you're talking to, like in terms of the audience. A lot of the times you're not talking to someone who's been in the same place as you've been. Anyone who's consuming things, especially like words, like reading long paragraphs and reading long magazine articles, maybe not been around or been outside like to understand certain things or to see certain things. So comparing is just the easiest thing to do.
right,
Because it's just like making your job easier.
right.
Oh yeah, this is like, oh yeah, the Mercedes is just like the BMW. Okay, now what? What is it like? What is the BMW though, bro? Like,
Right.
we know it's like the, but what like, you know? Don't worry about the comparisons.
No, I feel you. I mean, hey, bro. One mutual we have that I think is a great person. I love when you make music with is Casey.
Oh my God.
He's a really good guy. I think you guys are even shooting something tomorrow. He told me to come to video shoot or whatever.
Yeah, I believe. I need to double check. Shit's busy right now.
Yeah.
It's busy, but yeah, shout out Casey, man. I always got time for him. I always got love for him. He's sick. He's pure. Shout out Boo. All the guys, their whole camp, like, I fuck with them, man. They're destined for greatness.
He's really similar to you in the sense where when you talk about, I think he's also someone who does not care. He cares about the art over the numbers a lot, and I saw that in both of you.
And but he's really smart, and he understands. He understands this game. See, the thing is, yeah, this is the crazy thing about music. You see, like I said to you, the big artists will hit you up. Like Casey, for a fact, every big artist knows who Casey is, bro, and they see him, they tell him he's fucking hard, bro. So from that, yeah, bro, put him up there, because a lot of people go online and that and want to say things and da 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 da, but it's like your favorite artist rates him. You can't chat shit about him because the artist you listen to every day rates him. The artist you listen to wants Casey on his song or wants Casey on his album. Facts.
Yeah.
You get me? So
What are you gonna say? You know, like,
yeah, man. Like shout out Casey and everyone.
facts. As artists I really listen to, I always imagine like, oh, I think he would work so well with such and such artists. And I think with you, I'd love to see something with you and Brand Fayez.
Yeah.
He's hard,
That's
man.
fire.
Yeah, bro. Him, Giveon. There's another guy called Chase Shook.
What would that even sound like, son? Brent Fires and Lancey? I want it though. I need that.
Core. That man just make music for gal, bro. And I was like saying to someone the other day, I was like, that's what I want my thing to be. I just want to like, I want more females. I want to make music for females. A whole album that just females gravitate to, because it's like, blood. I'm trying to perform Dream the other day at my show and guys on a mosh pit. It's like, blood.
Was that in the Vancouver show? I think
They
so.
be doing it like every show. They be trying to like.
Yeah.
Like when I do the slow songs, people trying to mosh pit, and it just makes me feel like, bro, what? Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Trying to mosh
vibe
pit
out.
to slow. What are you doing, blood? I make you tell your friends about me. Guys are, whoa, heck, like stop, blood.
Yeah.
Like pushing girls and that. Like, come on, bro.
No, that's hilarious. No, I've
Everyone
seen.
just wants to rage.
Yeah.
Or what? Like, we're gonna rage until we like. Then what?
Right,
You have to
right.
cool down at some point. You're gonna rage until you got no, you look up, you're 40, you're still raging, no gal, no nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just raging for life, like, what? I'm with it, because I'm with that thing as well,
Yeah.
and that's why my sets are like that. When you come to my shows, you see how I balance it out, and we start off hot, like Elon Musk and Respect and da-da-da-da-da, but I love performing Tell Your Friends and I Know and Dream and the slower songs, bro. Like, you know, but I definitely, Brent Fires, wow, on fire. I met him like some time ago. I didn't know who. I just didn't.
You didn't know who he was?
Yeah, like I just.
Like, what was it?
Someone that introduced us.
Okay.
Someone, oh yeah, this is da 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 da. And it's not that I wasn't like taking it in. I was just very like, oh yeah, what's up, bro? I meet a lot of people in it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I come across his music, and then I seen a picture of him. I seen that brother before. Like he's hard.
Well, I mean, now I think it would be very cool if you guys did something.
He's a star.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day, I was listening to Cozy Tapes 2, okay? And I was like, I know that they're gonna do a third one, and I think the perfect song for a Cozy Tapes 3 would be you, A$AP Rocky, Cardi, Skepta, and Pop Smoke. You know how there's like some of those songs that have like 5 artists on it, right?
That would be
I was
so
like, yo, imagine
fire,
some shit like that.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Oh yeah. Did you know Pop Smoke? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I know he came to London.
Bro, Pop Smoke knew about me before I knew about Pop Smoke.
What?
Surprised me, bro. Like, I think we was at like, obviously he was opening for Skep, and then the London show I came out, so obviously everyone was around. And then like, I'm just chilling. Like, I think I'm talking to my girl or something. Just like, someone taps me on the shoulder. I turn around and I look down. And I'm like, he's like, yo, what's up, bro? Man, you fucking hard, bro. You know that song. Dude. I don't know what it was. I had one song at the time he liked it. It was like, man, that song fucking hard, man. He's like, man, you look like me, bro. I'm like, bro, he don't even look like. He's a sick person, bro. Like, Pop Smoke is the most genuine. Anyone that met him would tell you the most genuine, like, bubbly guy, bro. There's no. There's a reason why he's like was so big, and he was only gonna get bigger, and that's literally because he was the most pure-hearted, naturally happy guy. Like, from what interactions we had, like, you know, super happy, super pure, and that energy was real. Like, that when he gets on the stage, it's all real.
I feel like you got the voice correct, but I feel like he would definitely talk louder than that. Because when you hear Pop Smoke,
that's how he sounded when he's like
the songs he's like growling and stuff. I'm like, I don't know if you.
No, he just like, I didn't know. What did he say? He said something as well to like, what's the country he said he was from? He was like, you look like me. He's like, where are you from? I'm like, yeah, I'm Ugandan. And he said, it's
Panama.
And he said, it's not Panama. It was one of those countries that was like near Dominican. It was one of those countries, like New York, or like, you know.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey man, recipes, Pop Smoke, for real. Hey bro, I think it was a song, Don't Talk. Where does the Lancey, cause
Lancey, let me be.
When you said that, I was like, yo, is he like making fun of like North American people? Like, what's going on, right? So where did that come from? I'm actually just curious.
Sometimes it just happens to be like American people. Yeah. But I fuck with them. It's not even like, I fuck with them heavy, bro.
Yeah.
Just funny, innit? Like, Don't Talk is one of my favorite songs, bro. Again, because of the bars, I just be like, don't talk to me, bro. Like,
yeah.
When I feel challenged, or when I feel like someone's trying to like
talk that bullshit,
take it there, I can take it there in lyrics. I know most of you guys can't take it there when it comes to lyrics with me. When like, if you really listen to my music, or if you've been around me and you've seen me in the booth, I know a lot of men can't chat to me, so don't talk 5 minutes to make what the bars in there are nuts. You know what I'm saying?
We were just talking about in the car, you said this bar, it was like, you're talking about people like talking shit online, and then you're like, stop bobbing your head to the beat, because you guys do that stuff.
Stop bobbing your head to the beat, you dickhead. You know you do that shit.
Your hardest bar. I
that
think
shit
if
is
I had to
hard.
rank like any bar you did, that's probably the best one. Because it's like, it makes you stop and be like, hey, well, that's me.
Oh, God,
I be like
nigga.
really like bigging myself up when I'm
Bro, that shit was hard. I heard that shit, I was like,
I
yo,
just start burst out laughing. Like,
Yeah.
That was one of those ones. So I definitely burst out laughing.
You laughed on the song too. So like, hey man, respect. Nah, I love that song. You know, one of the last few questions I wanted to ask you is like, what are your thoughts on this term like underground? Because I personally, like in the beginning, I was like, oh, you know, I like it. It's for people that aren't like represented. But then when people started calling me like an underground channel, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that.
See what I'm saying?
It's like, are you saying that it's like a artist who's not successful yet? Like, I don't know. What do you think about that?
So what the first thing I would say is what really is, how do you classify underground? Because 10 years ago, what was underground?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
I feel like underground is just, you know, those like small shows that people don't know about.
Okay, but now what's underground? Because if more than 10,000 people listen to your music, yeah,
not underground.
And you can go do a show with 500 capacity and sell that out, and you can go to another country and do the same thing. Is that underground?
I don't think so. That's why I don't get it.
Underground. And then on top of that, how can you be underground online? I think it's just an easier way to say, oh yeah, you're not a pop star.
Yeah.
I just go back to what's good. Do you make good music? Or do people like your music? Or
Facts.
do you have your own thing going on?
Facts.
Then that's it.
Facts.
Why are we always trying to categorize and like underground, mainstream, pop star, rap, like, it's like, bro, just enjoy it, bro. I get it makes some people, they might be like, I don't know what the term is when someone likes to organize things, but like, bro, me, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll do a song with someone who no one knows about, and I'll do a song with the biggest artist in the world. People can't even tell you if underground's a sound. Is it a sound?
Definitely not. I feel the exact same way as you, because even when it comes to interviews, people will be like, oh, but I thought you only interview underground people. I'm like, wait, that makes no sense, bro. Like, we only interview people that make good music, and that could be someone who's as big as Drake, or it could be someone who's like, yeah, so I feel that. I mean, you know, the last thing I want to ask you is, bro, has there ever been a time, because I love really, really weird stuff, right? So like, has there ever been a time when you made something that was so experimental, you're like, yo, I don't even know if I can put this out, because it's like in 2030.
Nah, before this nigga even says anything, I'm gonna take a guess on what he's gonna say, because I remember, I don't know if it was an interview, if it was a song, but I remember him saying like, I think it was Dead and Gone, he said it. He said like, my music is like way further in the future. And so it's gonna take time for niggas to like really catch up and understand like, oh shit, this nigga was really, you know what I'm saying, ahead of his time type shit. I feel like he's gonna say some shit like that.
I always do that.
Yeah.
I always do.
Why don't you just release it then?
Releasing music is not as simple as people think.
Yeah.
It's not simple, and I even for me, I used to be the child will tell you, I've screamed at people, like really screamed at people, like drop my style, like, I want this to drop. And now I finally, as I'm older, I get to understand it's not that simple, especially when you want to go forward. Like if you think ahead like I do, you know that every single thing you do counts. The bigger artists will tell you that. I've learned that from bigger artists. Like,
Yeah.
it's all fun and good to drop fucking a song every day, but then where's it really going? It's like, at the end of the day, bro, in this day and age, you're judged for every single thing in it. So, me knowing that I can't just, you know, I want my album to be a certain way. I want to be intentional. I want like a theme. I want an era. Like,
I feel that, yeah. Yeah, there's the entire business side of music, but hey man, bro, I appreciate it. I want to do this for a while, really. And I think you know that if you go back to our old interviews or just any of them, you could see that I respect you in the interviews, you know? And I don't do that for many artists.
well, thank you. Our pleasure. I'm happy that we got to do this, man. I'm happy that we, as I said, we linked in Vancouver, chopped it up.
Oh yeah.
And like really reason. I think that's important to me too. A lot of people just want to just make a song straight away or just do an interview. And I'm like, no, I need to. Like, we need to reason first, you know.
Right.
So yeah, that's good, man.
Is that like a UK thing to reason with someone?
Yeah, what? No one's ever said that to you?
No. You don't want to reason with you. I've never heard that
You've
before.
got some dead slang out here, man. You need to, yeah, blood. You need to reason with the slang.
To
Like,
reason. Okay, I mean, hey,
it just means to like chop it up.
it sounded hard.
Yeah. It's like chop it up or yeah, it's like that really.
I respect it. Hey, man. Awesome. Well, hey, bro, keep being you and just you know, keep always being different. That's the best thing about you.
thank
Is
you, bro.
you're always being yourself.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh yeah. So it's Lancey Foux. You guys are watching Kids Take Over. We're out.
This was a W-ass interview, I ain't gonna lie. W-ass interview, man. This is gonna be a W-ass video on the channel too. Whoever watches the entire video, I love the fuck out of you. And you fucking goated, man. On gang.